5.5% of the global population had been reported to be abusing drugs in the previous years, according to United Nations Report 2016. World Health Organization reported in 2016 that drug abuse had increasingly gone ahead to be a problem, as it reported 228 deaths. And these deaths were of the use of age group from 15 to 24. In sub-Saharan Africa, 28 million people were reported to be drug abusers, whereby 37,000 annually were reported to die because of diseases correlated to drug abuse. In East Africa, it was reported that the prevalence of drug abuse was 45.5%. In Uganda, according to research done by EBO in 2016, it reported that in Uganda it was 73% prevalence of drug abuse. So, ladies and gentlemen, the group B from class B of DCM 3.2 presents to you a topic about drug abuse, whereby we saw this as a problem and we went ahead and made a research on a topic of assessment of factors associated with drug abuse amongst the youth in Ishaka Division, Bushen Municipality. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm presenting with my group members, they are all here. So, we beg you to give us a clear ear. So, we continue. We go to the. So, what is drug abuse? Drug abuse is the use of drugs for pressure other than legitimate medical purposes. Substance abuse entails maladaptive pattern of substance usage, ultimately leading to one's clinical significant impairment or distress. Commonly, inside drugs include mainly marijuana, hashish, other cannabis-containing chemicals and stimulants such as cocaine, aviation fuel, alcohol, amphetamines, methamphetamines. These agents are usually consumed for main purpose of boosting one's energy, mental focus, also to improve performance at work, because they cause one experiences also euphoria and increase in vision, auditory and taste and perception. So this we all see that drug abuse, they are all about to satisfy their pressures, not for medical legitimate. Next slide. So, substance abuse has become a growing public health concern in the world. Today, it was a big threat to the public and social health. The United Nations, this is what I was talking about. The United Nations in the World Drug Report Substance Abuse revealed that in 2017 that an estimate of 271 million people, which made a 5.1%, which I started with 5.1% of the global population, age group from 15 to 64, had the use of substance in the previous year. Of this, about 467,000 comprising of the youth age group 15 to 24 that have used at least one of the drugs. So, then, World Health Organization in 2016 report indicated that drug abuse was the main cause of death for 228,000 youth. I talked about this. Within the age range of 15 to 24. With 5% of all deaths due to drug abuse, though the report indicated that majority of the deaths were due to drug overdose amongst the youth are more prevalent in developed countries than in developing countries. Then my next prevalence was about sub-Saharan Africa, whereby we saw that 28 million people are drug abusers and about 37 annually die because of drug-related comorbidities and diseases. In East Africa, we talked about the prevalence being 45.5%. Then we go to the problem statement. Africa's population has grown by 50% since 2000. In this time, the number of years lost due to disability adjusted life years because of mental and substance disorders increased by 53%. Substance use among the youth and adolescents is a growing major problem. Health concern in Africa, with substance use being a key cause of disability adjusted life years. In Uganda, the prevalence of drug abuse, according to the research done by EBO, was thought to be 73.7%. So, as we have seen the literature behind and the history behind drug abuse, when we look at this, it made us get a concern, and we as Group B, we say, let us assess the factors associated with drug abuse amongst the youth in Ishaka Division, Bushenyi District. So we had objectives before we started the research. So these are our objectives. Our general objective was to assess the factors associated with drug abuse amongst the youth in Ishaka Division, Bushenyi District. Then the specific objectives were to determine the demographic factors contributing to drug abuse amongst the youth in Ishaka Division, Bushenyi District. Then the next specific objective was to determine the social factors contributing to drug abuse amongst the youth in Ishaka Division, Bushenyi District. So what was the significance of our study? Ladies and gentlemen, the study was to establish a burden and different types of substance abuse and contributing factors and possible strategies to reduce the burden and strategies associated with substance abuse. So we wanted to establish the burden. We know what burden are we facing. We as our nation, which burden are we surfacing? And again, we look for the different substances being abused and contributing factors to the abuse of those substances and possible strategies to reduce the burden and the dangers associated with the substance abuse, and to provide even the basis for literature for further studies. So, our scope of the study, we had a geographical scope, content scope, a scope, and the time scope. The geographical scope, the study was carried out in Ishaka Division, Ishaka Bushenyi Municipality, Bushenyi District. The town is located along Kasese Highway. Bushenyi District is found in the southwest part of Uganda, having 2 counties, 9 sub-counties, and 3 divisions. The content scope, the study assessed substances abuse and its contributing factors amongst the youth of Ishaka Division, Ishaka Bushenyi Municipality, Bushenyi District. Then our time scope, we did our research between May and August. That was our time scope. So in general, that was our scope of the study. Then the conceptual framework of our study. We have about 7 years. So the conceptual framework of our study, we have demographic factors and social factors. Some of the demographic factors were age. The ones that we assessed were age, sex, education level, and region. The social factors were peer influence, familial turmoil, roles of counseling, social media influence, easy access of drugs and cultures. Then the intervening or the compounding factors were urbanization, like how we saw that due to urbanization in East Africa, it was estimated that, according to the background, it was estimated that by 2050, the rate of drug abuse will be by 50%. Will have increased by 50%. So urbanization, we close enforcement for drug abuse. Then the dependent factor was drug abuse amongst the youth. Then the outcomes were deaths, mental illnesses, domestic violence, high crime rate, risk of HIV dependence amongst adults. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will come another presentation.
Thank you so much. What's so much like my name? Let me take this opportunity to welcome Eme. Last
So I'm going to take you through research methodology. The topic has been